And look, I think there's a lesson that needs to be learned that is not being learned right now, that is going on in the culture, and that should come from yesterday. Listen, Drake fans, take a breath, take a seat, find a dark room, get you some headphones, listen to all the Drake records that you want. But one thing I need y'all to do, stay off of social media, stay out of the public eye with your opinions. Please let it go. You lost. Okay, maybe the battle will continue and there will be other rounds, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay, history is happening. It's cultural history. Okay, yesterday was Juneteenth. All right? Just let it happen. Okay? You all are just making things worse for your boy Drizzy. All right? Cut it out. All right, let's do it. The review of Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth pop-out concert, a historic day in hip-hop, especially in West Coast hip-hop, but in hip-hop in general, in African-American culture in general. That was an awesome display of unity through music. Really enjoyed that. But first things first, let's get through how the day started and how I started the intro there, the shenanigans. Okay, and people just being hard-headed, and I don't get it. There's a few things I'm going to cover before we get into the concert review. DJ Akademiks, also known as Wackademiks, also more affectionately known by the culture as Jerry Mouse. Shout out to Erykah Badu. You got to cut it out. Now, I'm sure Drake is paying good money for you to do this. Also, you get clout off of this. You get attention on yourself for doing such silly things. But what you should learn from this battle is asking for attention does not always go your way. You are on the verge of draking yourself. And yes, I just created a new adjective for us to use in the culture when somebody asks for attention that they should not have asked for because it leads to bad things for them. Okay? The bots thing is ridiculous. And shout out to Joe Budden with his ridiculous take that, I knew that Kendrick used bots. Like, come on, man. You didn't know that Kendrick used bots. I still don't think Kendrick used bots. The little weird guy that Akademiks had on his program. Some random kid talking nonsense. Okay. Here's the thing. The tide turned. And it's funny how all of you Drake Glazers and people who've been holding his Johnson for the longest, Joe Budden, sorry, you have. You've been all on his for like a decade. All right? Pretending not to like him, being jealous. I don't know. It's weird. You have a weird obsession with him. But anyway, let Drake defend himself. All right? You make him look weak. Just like the Kendrick fans, when they were making excuses for Kendrick taking the 17 days, I was saying, don't do it. Just let the time pass. Don't worry about it. Kendrick got it, right? And as we see, he did him dirty. All right? These guys are capable of taking care of themselves, and if they're not, they just have to live with the loss. Drake has to live with the loss. There's nothing you as a fan base can do to save him. He's done with this as far as this battle is concerned. He better go attack Rick Ross or The Weeknd or somebody else. But also, OVO Mall. You went from this. Look at this guy. This guy looks ridiculous right here. Like, I don't know. Nobody could pay me any amount of money to look crazy like that, Mall. And now you're posting about how, it's such a great moment. Look, don't try to switch sides. The people are not going to let you all do that. You should have remained neutral. Your media, I remain neutral. I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm much more of a Kendrick fan than a Drake fan, but I can still give Drake his props when he released good records. And I like some of the records. I did. But I knew he was going to lose. He's not the rapper that Kendrick Lamar is. He's not the artist Kendrick Lamar is. But he is a great artist for what he does. Please do not hit me in the comments with the ghostwriter. Okay, if you don't like Drake, I get it. I understand. But I'm gonna give all the artists their props, all right? They're not this big and successful for no reason. Now, another message. And for those who think they gonna jump on this and try to battle Kendrick, I'm telling you, don't do it. You should have. Yesterday should have been a very good sign for everybody to stand down and just let everything happen. Let the man continue with his career. Let him respond to the accusations. I know that stuff is still out there. I'm sure he'll respond when he wants to in time. Everybody calm down. But let's get to the pop out. All right. Loved this concert. Loved it. Found a lot of new music and a lot of new artists to check out yesterday. Remble led it off. DJ Head, of course, led it off with most of the West Coast talent, the underground talent on the West Coast. Now, the song by Remble, Touchable, love that song. That's a song that I knew right off the bat. That's a dope song because it's unique, it's fire. Then it came out with Ray Vaughn from TDE. If you're a TDE fan, you know who Ray Vaughn is already. Another dope artist. Now, the Cuzzos was a highlight for me. Never heard of them. The ladies that came out there, I think it was about 5 of them. One of them was pregnant, just to show you how big this moment was. And let me say this. For Kendrick to take all these underground artists and put them on what could have possibly been the biggest platform like ever, because there were so many people watching this on stream. This was such a huge moment. Packed out Kia Forum in LA. This was that artists don't do things like that. With so many artists on here, I'm counting this like, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Well, here, let me do this. Let me name everybody who performed. Okay, so we had Remble, we had Ray Vaughn, we had the Cuzzos, we had Rucci and AZ Chike, you had Jay Worthy and Meet the Whoops, you had Wally the Sensei, Westside Boogie. It was great to see Westside Boogie out there. Shady, I don't know what's going on with Westside Boogie. He should be bigger than he is though. Maybe he should sign with PG Lang. Zoe Osama, Kalen For Real, and G Perico, excuse me. Bino Rudeau, Blue Bucks Clan, RJ, Mr. LA, OGZ, and of course, Jason Martin, formerly known as Problem, performing Who Dat, which is a classic remake of a Master P record. All right, the T Squad and Tommy the Clown, the dancers. Now, of course, that was very cultural and important because I see a lot of the crump style and the West Coast style dancing. That's really the pervasive style of dancing nowadays across the world. I see a lot of people doing it, you know what I'm saying? And for them to come and show the origin of that, you know, the origin of getting crump and the dancing that comes out of the West Coast from T Squad and Tommy. Again, like he said, been doing it since 92. They've been getting crump out there. That was big, having those dancers there. Then the DJ Mustard set, 310 Baby, Blast, Ty Dolla $ign. Now, Ty Dolla $ign had some mic issues, but still, it was excellent to see him pop out. That was the first real big name that popped out. Dom Kennedy got busy. Steve Lacy got busy. Then Tyler, the Creator, came out. That was huge to see Tyler come out. The crowd erupted, of course, when Tyler came out. Then Roddy Ricch came out. Also a big moment. Roddy Ricch made a statement, they said I fell off. That was funny. And the way the crowd reacted, of course. When he played the box, though, of course, it went crazy. Probably it was the biggest reaction of the night, besides when Kendrick came out. When him and Tyler came out and when he did the box, the crowd went crazy. Then when YG came out, of course, in LA, the crowd went crazy. Of course, with Mustard. Funny, Drake, big mistake using YG's name in Family Matters. Why you would do that, I don't know. But yeah. Excellent. Then, of course, Kendrick came out. Black Hippie all performed together. Shout out to TDE, shout out to J-Rock, Absol, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar. Then, of course, Dr. Dre led into Not Like Us. Now, like I said, my highlights, Remble, the Cuzzos. I'm definitely checking out everybody because everybody had records that everybody in the forum seemed to know. A lot of those records I had never heard before. I only heard Remble, Of course, Ray Vaughn, Westside Boogie, OGZ, of course, Problem, and all of the established artists, Blast, all of those, Ty Dolla $ign, of course, Dom Kennedy. But all those West Coast artists I'm gonna check. We need like a regional, because regional hip hop used to be a big thing. And we need like YouTube channels dedicated to regional hip hop. That's an idea for y'all who are from the different regions, the younger people. Make a YouTube channel just to highlight your, or if there are YouTube channels that exist already that highlight regional hip hop, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Because doing research last night, a lot of these artists have a lot of videos, or at least a few videos for these records. And I don't, hip hop and Apple and Spotify, as far as they don't do a good job of highlighting underground talent, really. And that's understandable with their business model, but whatever. But with Kendrick doing this, this is a big moment in hip hop. And I think a lot of bigger artists need to take heed into what he did for his region and where he's from. Because a lot of these songs, they was rocking the crowd. Let's just be honest. Yes, they're from LA, but still, I didn't not enjoy any of the records that I heard last night. So, and like I said, in doing research, I found some good music that I never heard, probably would have never heard had they not performed at that concert last night. So I think that for hip hop, right, this is something we need to do. We need to be more unified and not as crab in a barrel type artists out here, and fans for that matter. You can be a fan of somebody and still appreciate other artists, even if they have beef. Like I said, I don't have anything against Drake, unless some of the allegations are true, then that's a different story. But I'm talking about just as far as his music, I don't have anything against Drake. Drake is a good artist, okay? Even with the ghostwriter, like I said, the ghostwriting is not a big deal to me. I understand that. And to me, he was a pop artist anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. But Kendrick Lamar, seeing him perform the records, okay? Seeing him perform Euphoria, 616 in LA, Not Like Us. I pretty much knew he wasn't gonna do Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is rough. And one thing I did notice is that he did change, of course, me being the bar breakdown guy and the lyrics explain guy, that he was changing the lyrics. I think some intentionally, and then some, I think, these songs are new. And if you have ever had to write a song or rap a song or anything like that, you'll know when a song is new, sometimes you will mix up the words with what you wrote before, or the first version. That sometimes you write 2-3 versions of a record. So I saw he did mix up some of the words, but for the most part, some of that is also agreement with Amazon and agreement with everybody who's sponsoring not to say certain things that are controversial, that'll get you sued, like especially with All Right. When he performs that song now, he doesn't say "and we hate Popo" anymore, right? Because he was sued over it, and it's seen as, divisive against the police, all those good things, all this political stuff. But love to see it. Dr. Dre popping out. I knew Snoop, somebody was gonna pop out. Dr. Dre came out, of course, the OG, the real OG of the West Coast. It would have been nice to see Cube and them pop out too, but everybody's busy, man. This was a last second thing. So it was awesome to see Dre come out there. Baby Keem not being there was the biggest surprise for me. I saw on Twitter people were talking about Game not being there was a surprise. That was not a surprise to me. That Game wasn't there. Game is kind of sided with Drake a little bit with the Rick Ross diss, or at least he's showing that he's neutral. So not super surprised that Game wasn't out there. But the Baby Keem not performing, them not doing Family Ties, I'm curious as to what that's about. Maybe it's some strategy. I don't know. Kendrick is holding back Baby Keem just in case Drake try anything and they got a record together where they're going to get Drake again. But that was the only surprise to me. Him having Dave Free first in the credits at the end, knew that was going to happen. I don't know, Drake. You said everything in your rhymes was facts. It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. I don't know. But like I said, take a break. Let time pass. And I think y'all should just stand down. I'm just going to be honest. I think you should stand down. There was too much excitement over what Kendrick was doing yesterday. And it's going to be hard to make him look bad. after that. I mean, you have all of these acts that he gave this huge platform to, this huge opportunity to perform and be seen. Everybody's streams who performed last night is gonna go up. May go up by a little, may go up by a lot. I know I'm streaming the records because I like the records that I heard, and I'm liking the records that I'm finding. So yeah, that was just a moment last night in hip hop history. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, shout out to TDE, PG Lang, everybody involved. Big. All the celebrities were there. The Weeknd was there. I saw LeBron James, all the basketball players, all the football players. A lot of people there. What a moment. What a moment. If you did not get a chance to see it, I'm sure the replays are on Amazon Music. And I think Twitch. I watched it on Twitch live. You got to see it. It's something you got to see. It was live. It was all it was cracked up to be. So shout out to everybody who performed. Hip hop history, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, hit that like button, the blue thumbs up, the blue thumbs up. Hit that like button for me. There you go. Hit that subscribe button. This is the place to be. I'm telling you, Professor Lex Beats, we be breaking it down hip hop wise. Thank you. Now hit the notification bell and share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're trying to get to 10,000 subs. As always, I appreciate all y'all who stay down with the channel, who comment, who like the videos. Thank you so much for continuing to support at Professor Lex Beats, and we are out.